Hello, hello. All right, so today, I'm gonna be continuing to work. Um, I don't know if I am gonna play a game later or not, but if I do, it's cool. Although I will admit that I am feeling a little bit tired today, so I don't know how much or how long I'm going to stream, because I'm a little tired. Um, yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead and switch the music. I noticed last time, despite following the instructions on how to keep the music from muting parts of the VODs, I looked it up and it didn't work for my last stream that I did with Vocaloid music. But I think I got it this time. I don't know entirely. I hope it works. But if it mutes a part of my VOD once again, it's okay. It's not that big a deal. Anyway, let me just switch the music. And there we go. But yeah, I had a bit of a not tiring day necessarily. It was more of a lazy day for me. Didn't even mean for it to be, but for some reason, I'm just very, very tired today. That's just how it is, though. I really, for a minute, I was like debating on if I wanted to even draw today, because I opened up the clip, I pulled it up, I was setting up OBS and everything, and I was like, man, do I even want to draw today? Because I was holding the pin and I was like, I don't know. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta do stuff even if you don't feel like it, especially if you have deadlines or like due dates or whatever. So sometimes you just kind of have to do it, even if you don't want to. So that's what I'm doing. Let's see. Hi, Greenwood! How are you doing today? I was just saying, I don't know if you were here just a second ago, but I was just saying I'm kind of tired. Good, what about me? Yeah, I'm just tired. For no particular reason either. I didn't even really do anything today. I'm just really tired for some reason. Lack of sleep? Maybe. Maybe all the lack of sleep is like catching up to me finally.
I could be your friend or I could be your foe. You make the decision and that's all I know. I could be a sinner, I could be a saint, perfectly devoid of anything I aim. I could be a martyr, I could be a cause.
Come on, draw a straight line. Bro, how many hours do you typically get? Less than 6 usually, I'm gonna be honest. Which I know isn't healthy, but you know, sometimes that's just how it goes for me, especially considering my schedule usually. That's insane. I at least get 10. Well, to be fair, I don't know. I've always been a bit of a night owl in general. So it's like, some days I get way more sleep than I should, but then a lot of other days I just kind of like don't. I try to fix my schedule. It's just that some days, you know, I gotta work. But yeah, I was just saying that I wasn't entirely sure what it was that was making me so tired today, but it's okay. Cause like, you know, I think what might have not helped is that I've kind of gotten into the habit of taking naps recently, and I did not take a nap today, so that might also be a contributing factor. Oops. That makes sense. Yeah. So because I get like not as much sleep as I should, I make up for it by taking naps. Which is really funny that I take so many naps. I started taking a lot of naps in college. But whenever I was a child, or you know, really young, whenever you were supposed to take naps a lot, I did not. And I hated taking naps. But now I can't live without them. I'm going completely off memory for these boards because my professor gave me some feedback on some of my previous boards that I had showed in class, and he basically did draw overs, and while I have screenshots of them, I don't have them on this device, so I'm just going off of memory. So what are we drawing today? Still working on that same animatic. Although, I don't know. I might pivot to doing some doodles later if I'm not feeling up to this really. Cause, like I said, I'm not feeling particularly motivated today. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oop. It's almost Friday. You got this. Yeah. I'll be done with like the week soon. Oh, and then thanks to my stream on the Tuesday, I got 1 out of 4 streams done with 3 average viewers, which means I just need to do 3 more and then I'll hit affiliate. I'm excited. So I'm thinking maybe I might try to like, you know, really push it and try and get that done like this weekend, if I can. Yeah, it's huge. So hopefully if I can maintain 3 average viewers for like the next couple of streams, yeah, I'll hit affiliate. Yes, sir. Should be light work. You got this in the bag. Thank you. I hope it's light work. Thanks to like you and Beast and a lot of other people that have followed me recently. It's been actually going a lot quicker than I thought it would. So it's very nice. Let me make this door a little shorter. Sorry, I'm yawning a bit. It's okay. What were the eats for today? I made a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, and I ate a cookie, and that was it. Okay, and before you say anything about me not eating dinner or whatever, um, it's because I just don't get all that hungry throughout the day. So usually one big meal is enough to fill me up for the entire day. Literal pallet of I will eat more. That's just what I was in the mood for today. I am very listen, I just wasn't in the mood for really anything like crazy today. Like yesterday I had a grilled chicken wrap and that was good. The other day I had samosas from a local Indian restaurant. Come on now, my palate isn't basic. I think I need to make these bedposts bigger. Oh, so, oh, nah, let me guess. Tomorrow is Dino Nuggies and Tendies. No, no. I'm actually been kind of craving, on a more serious note, I've been kind of craving this, Japanese place that's nearby, because I really, really like their beef curry. So I was kind of thinking for that, but I'm gonna have to see if that's in the cards. You know, actually, speaking of that Japanese place, dude, Japanese food is so good. It is. Um, but what's unfortunate for me is that I actually don't really like seafood, so quite a bit of Japanese food is off the table for me. But that doesn't mean that I can't eat a lot of Japanese. I'm willing to give anything a try. For instance, I tried takoyaki at that restaurant. Um, which are the octopus balls, you know. Um, it was okay. Um, I think the thing that really put me off on the takoyaki was the fish flakes. Is that what they are on top of them? And the Japanese mayo. I wasn't a really big fan of those, but the actual octopus itself was all right. I've always wanted to try them. Yeah, they were pretty good as soon as I took off the mayo and fish flakes. Because the fish flakes were like very strong. It was like too strong for me. Because, like I said, I don't really eat fish. Although I did try salmon onigiri at this restaurant on a different day, and I really liked it. Um, because the salmon, according to my brother, because he was with me at the time, he said the salmon was a little saltier than salmon usually is, but it was still really good. I really liked it. Damn, I've only heard good things about the mayo. I guess it's. I mean, you should always come to your own conclusions. But I'm not even a fan of regular American mayo, so I wasn't entirely sure how I was gonna like Japanese mayo. Um, yeah, it just wasn't for me though. Yeah, that's good. I'm fully expecting not to get a whole lot of work done tonight because one, my motivation is kind of in the pits today, and two, certain like, oh, what are those like, what is it called? You know how like 24 karat gold is the purest like metal, I mean purest gold available? Um, it's because I can wear that. I think it's because most of the time, whenever people make jewelry with gold or silver, they add other metals into it. And something about it just really makes my nervous system act up. So, yeah, I can't really wear gold or silver metals jewelry all that much. I can for a little bit, but not too long. And then put it here. That sounds uncomfortable. I mean, it's not that bad. Mainly because, you know, I don't wear jewelry all that much in general. Mainly due to the fact that I was allergic to it for so long. Um, but, you know, if I just don't wear it for too long, it doesn't bother me. So like you could never get a facial piercing like ever? No, I could. I just couldn't do what a lot of other people do and, you know, keep it in all the time. Because there's people who get facial piercings and they keep it in 24/7. I just couldn't do that. But I'm not also really interested in getting a facial piercing, so it's alright. Alright. Now that I've done all that, I can quickly do the thumbnails. If I did, which one would I get? I would most likely get a nose piercing, if I'm being honest. That's about it. I'm not really chill with the idea of having like a lip or a tongue piercing because I don't know, it just kind of sounds uncomfortable to me. No, we gotta go full piercing mode and become animatronics. I mean, if that's what you want. I do have ear piercings, although I mean, I don't wear earrings really. The only jewelry I really do wear, if I do wear them, is rings or necklaces. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it's just because of my allergies is the reason why I'm so put off to actually wearing jewelry, but it might have been a factor, you know? Ah, darn allergies. Other than that though, I'm actually not really allergic to anything. Alright, quick thumbnail. Oh, Greenwood, did you end up, have you listened to Epic on your own yet, or have you been putting it off? I'm just curious. Okay, now I think it's like up here. The head is gonna be right there. I thought about it last night and I ended up watching a pirated movie instead. No worries. I was just curious because Epic came up in class the other day for me and it was just like, it's been on my mind a lot. Low-key regret it though, so fucking sad. What did you watch? Wait, why am I putting the arms behind the back? Alright, so thumbnail. The Long Walk came out September. Oh yeah, I heard of that. Is it a horror movie or not? Because I feel like I heard it was, but I might be wrong. I saw this interesting like PR stunt, I think, that they did for that movie, where they had, instead of like seats in the theater, they had treadmills, and if you stopped walking at any point, I don't think you were necessarily kicked out, but I think you were basically told, hey, sorry, you can't watch the movie anymore. Something like that. Which is funny, but I mean, it was a PR stunt, so it makes sense that they could like implement little rules like that. Cape Epic class, I didn't know was that popular. Oh yeah, Epic is very popular, especially in art schools or the art community in general. So yeah, it comes up quite a bit actually. Something like that. Let me pull up the other frames. So it's like... Alright, this one I think I need to move down a bit. Yeah, something like that. For $100,000, would you be in the same situation as the guys in that movie? I don't know what happens in the movie, so... mind telling me what the premise is? Because I don't know. I don't know what happens in there. Like, what situation are these guys put into? Okay, and then this one is a... How many frames do I have allocated for this? So it's a turn, sit down, pan, flop. Okay, yeah, turn, sit down, pan. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Oh boy, it's taken a minute for you to get to it. It must be a long synopsis. Okay, and then it's a turn around so that she's now facing this way. Okay. Oh, didn't need to do that. Ooh. Man, I hope that I actually got the VOD music situation settled down. I thought I would. I thought I did last time, but I didn't. Won't spoil it, but you're in a group with a bunch of other guys and have to keep walking without break. If you do stop for any reason, you'll be given 2 warnings before being shot? Oh. How long do we have to walk? I know it's called the long walk, but like, how long are they walking? Where are they trying to make it to a destination? Because like, if I'm being forced to walk, without like an established goal in mind, I don't know if I would do it. Like, if they were to tell me, hey, you have to walk for like 3 days straight, or you have to walk from here to there, then maybe I'd consider it. Until you're the last one? No, I probably wouldn't do it. Mainly because I'm not really in that great of a shape in general, so I can't do long distance walking. I mean, but if you're given like 2 warnings, which means you can take 2 breaks, maybe I'd consider it. Because if I can have like 2 opportunities to sit down, if I have 2 opportunities to sit down for an undisclosed amount of time, like it doesn't matter how long I'm sitting and resting, just so long as I eventually get up and start walking again, sure, I'd do it. For $100,000? I don't know. I know that $100,000 is a lot, but like, with your life on the line, I don't know. I feel like 100,000 isn't like much compared to how much you could get doing something else. Because I mean, what's like the amount of money that you're supposed to get in like Squid Game or whatever? Isn't it like a couple billion won? And they're putting their lives on the line, so that makes more sense. But like 100,000 for walking? On the bed. I think I made the bed too tall. I'll fix that. Bruh, Squid Game's got some slimy ass motherfuckers in season 2. I don't want to risk that. I mean, I am personally not in a situation where I would end up in like a Squid Games type situation or a long walk situation. But I don't know if I'd ever actually gamble my life for a little bit of money. I know that in those like 2 situations, it's because like, you know, they're in very desperate like need of money, like they need the money in order to live. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever risk my life for money. Mainly because like I feel like there are other ways I could make money without having to risk my life. Okay. Scribbles, that's what we're doing tonight. sit on the bed. And then this one's supposed to be a pan back up. Let me turn this down. Not even for 1 billion green-cheeked parakeets. Okay, I don't think so. Because I only really want one bird. So 1 billion green-cheeked conures is a bit too much for me. You're raising the stakes here, but I'm not biting. Ooh, I forgot to do this one. Oh, so are you a little familiar with Genshin? I used to play it quite a bit, but I haven't played it recently. Ever since they dropped the trailer for the newest, well, not Nodkarai, but the Natlan region that's supposed to be based off of Latin America. Like, they dropped the trailer for that region, and I was like, I don't want to play anymore. Because I will be one of the first people to tell you that I think Genshin has a bit of a representation issue. Especially considering that these regions are supposed to be based off of places with people of color. So I haven't really been checked into Genshin for a little while because of that. But I have been getting a lot of like posts about it on my Twitter feed recently, and I don't know why. I don't really even follow that many people that play it anymore. I guess it was just that popular, this most recent story patch. Love that game at the start of launch, but man, the representation is so... Yeah, exactly! Something that kind of pissed me off was, you know, whenever the Sumeru region came out, that's based off of, like, India and I think some other Middle Eastern cultures, when they released that region and there was, like, very few people with, like, darker skin, a lot of community was like, oh, just wait until Natlan, that's where you'll get your representation. And then Natlan dropped and there was even fewer, so I was just like, I was so pissed off, I was like, man, I don't want to play anymore. I will say though, I really did like Fontaine. So these two are like a pan. Alright, I think I'm just gonna start working on some of the background stuff so that I can actually get this somewhat down. Yeah, what happened to Genshin has kind of made me sad, because I actually did really like that game a lot. But oh well, it is what it is. I do think that their little character customization thing that they added, though, was kind of cool. Because I know that there's, like, a lot of people that, you know, really, really like Genshin, so they make their own original characters to include. So I think it's a fun little thing that they added. What pissed me off most was the motherfuckers defending that. Like, tell me you don't fuck with minorities without telling me. No, yeah, exactly, right? You get it. Yeah, because, like, that was the whole thing, where they were like, whenever representation wasn't added to Sumeru, they were like, oh, just wait until Natlan, that's where it'll be, don't worry, it'll be there. And then as soon as Natlan dropped, they were like, well, what were you expecting? They don't have to do that, just because this place is based off of Latin America. and Mesoamerica. And it's like, did you forget what everyone was saying when Sumeru dropped? Oops. I forgot to turn this back up. Yeah. But the only one that has kind of been keeping my attention a bit is Honkai Star Rail. Because I hear Amorphous, or whatever, however you say the name of that planet, I heard that one was really good. And an artist I follow really was into Feynman. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of knew more about Honkai Star Rail. Otherwise, I hear Zenless Zone Zero is pretty fun. And then they're going to be releasing a new game, I think, next year. Dude, you're like huge on gacha. Listen, I don't actually play a bunch of these. There's only 2 gacha games that I actively play, and that's Fate, Grand Order, and Cookie Run Kingdom. Those are the only 2 I actively play. No, really, it's true. I used to be big on Genshin, but I dropped it because of what I was telling you. I played Honkai Star Rail for a bit, but it didn't really keep my attention. And I tried out Zenless, but it wasn't for me. So I'm willing to give a lot of things a shot. It's just that whether or not I actually stay with it is a whole different story. What started it all, though, what started my interest in gacha was, in fact, Fate Grand Order, though. I think it was my first ever gacha, and it was a rabbit hole that I kind of just fell into, and now I'm just kind of like, I'm always willing to check them out now. Oh yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I did stay up late last night. I didn't mean to. It was just like I don't get the opportunity in recent weeks to like draw for myself, much less in my sketchbook. So I took the opportunity to draw in my sketchbook last night, and I was drawing for a long time, and that's one of the reasons why I was up so late. So I think that's one of the reasons why I'm also a little tired today. Did I enjoy it? I did. Um, like I said, I don't get to draw for myself all that often, so that was nice. Plus, I actually really like working traditionally with like graphites and like pens, sharpies, highlighters, whatever, because I really like getting messy with my art, which isn't something that you can really do with digital all that often, because you know you're usually drawing on a tablet or a screen. So getting to like be messy with art traditionally is really cool. I like how it's fun. I like doing it. Specifically, I like so there's this creator that I follow that says that they don't particularly like graphite because they don't like how it smudges. I actually really like how graphite smudges. Um, I don't know. I like how it makes the drawing more imperfect or imperfect. That's really cool. I bet it's hard as shit though if other people don't like it. Yeah, I mean, everyone's different. Everyone has their preferred mediums. Um, and while I really, really do enjoy doing digital art, um, traditional is what I did for a majority of my life before having access to like tablets and art programs and stuff, you know? So I will always have a bit of a soft spot for traditional art. Traditional was there for you in the trenches. You're so right. Traditional was there when I had nothing. That's something that I also see a lot of people point out whenever people are like, I can't draw. I don't have access to the same stuff that you guys do. When it's like, really, you do. All you need is a drawing utensil, whether it be a crayon, marker, pencil, pen, whatever, and a piece of paper or a surface to draw on. Because for years, all I had was low quality sketchbooks and graphite pencils. Yeah. I just remembered Genshin was getting an anime. Yeah, how long ago was that announced now? It was announced like several years ago, back when I was still in Genshin. Um, well, still into it, I mean. I wonder I wonder if it's in production hell. A long ass time ago, yeah. It might be in production hell, if I'm being honest. Because Ufotable, the animation studio that's supposed to be working on it, if I'm remembering correctly, they're the animation studio that's in charge of Demon Slayer, I think. And Demon Slayer just had a movie come out. They've had several seasons come out as well. Um, Plus, I don't remember what all Ufotable does, but they're pretty prominent animation studio in Japan, so they're pretty busy a lot of the time from what I hear. In fact, I know for a fact that Ufotable has worked on the Unlimited Blade Works anime for Fate. They're really good at action, which I understand why Demon Slayer is really wants them, you know? You know, of all the Genshin merch that's been released over the years, my favorite line, and I'm not sure if they're going to keep doing it because they haven't done it recently, was their teacup lines. Um, they did teacups themed after characters, particularly from Fontaine. Um, and I actually bought every single teacup that they released because I thought they were also cool and pretty. Plus, I'm a novice teacup collector. I like getting some that are like pretty. So since all of them were pretty, I was like, sure, yeah, I'll collect them. Yeah, they had it was like mainly Fontaine characters and then Faruzan from Sumeru for whatever reason. Oh yeah, I don't necessarily consider myself a shonen fan. Man, now I'm really thrown off my game. I don't really consider myself a shonen fan, because I don't know. They're fine. I like some, not all of them though. I would say I like shojo more than shonen. Um, I'm very much a magical girl fan, and I also just generally like romance stories a little more. Um, so maybe I should just find one that gives me a good, like, to get a good try. Don't worry, I'll save you some. Chill, Greenwood, chill. Same about the shonen. You wouldn't consider yourself a shonen fan, or you consider yourself more of a shoujo fan. I'm more shoujo. All my siblings are sisters, so they got me hooked on shoujo early. Hell yeah, as they should. Man, I just love shoujo. My favorite magical girl show is actually Princess Tutu. I don't know if you've heard of it or seen it, but you should if you haven't. It's really good. Plus, I think there needs to be a bit of a Princess Tutu revival. Ooh, 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 ooh. So there's this new shoujo that's supposed to be coming out, I think, next year. It's a retelling of The Little Mermaid. And I'm really excited for that one because it has this retro anime look to it, kind of Sailor Moon-esque, and I'm really excited for that one to come out. I don't remember, I think it's called Goodbye Lara? Goodbye Lara? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. Never heard of it. I've never been big on magical girls. I mean, yeah, certain shows just aren't for everyone, but I really, really love Princess Tutu. It's really good. It's instead of her being like she has a lot of magic powers, it's more along the line of like she's a ballerina, and most of her powers comes from the ballets that she's technically performing in, and it's really cool. I really, really like it a lot. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. The main inspiration of Princess Tutu is Swan Lake, but they explore a wide variety of different ballets, and they use the music from each ballet in whatever they're doing, which is really cool. I think something that really drew me to it whenever I was younger was the fact that I actually did ballet whenever I was a kid. So I think I just felt really like seen. I don't do ballet or point or anything anymore, but at the time I was like, wow, I've never seen a magical girl like this before. Insane lore drop. What? That's awesome. Why'd you fall out of it? Mainly due to the fact that I actually didn't really care for dance all that much. Like, I did it and I enjoyed it sometimes. I actually preferred like tap over ballet and point and stuff. But in general, it wasn't really a passion of mine. I just like, I liked doing it sometimes. I just would have preferred to dedicate my time to other things, you know? So it's nothing like I have any vitriol towards it. I still really enjoy ballet, like watching it. It's just that I would prefer to be a observer rather than a participant. Listen, I have quite a bit of insane lore that I can kind of drop just at any moment, any given moment, man. All I need is the slightest prompting and I can drop something wild. For instance, my first ever time going rifling, I placed second above the entirety of the camp because I got a almost perfect score target shooting. So, if I really wanted to, I actually could have gone into sharpshooting. You could shoot a gun. I mean, yeah, a rifle, and I've done some pistol shooting, target practice before, but shotguns I don't particularly care for. They're a bit too strong for me, like the kickback. Bro's the cool uncle with crazy ass stories. I mean, yeah. The only reason why I lost that competition that I was in, though, and I'm still a little mad about it, is because I was just like, what? Barely like a couple centimeters off the center target on the last round. The boy that beat me got 1 point over me. I would have been the winner of my very first rifling competition, and it was robbed, I tell you, robbed. I wish I could have done it more. I really enjoyed rifling, but unfortunately my school didn't have a team, like an official team or anything. It was like literally just like a summer camp thing I did. I bet you had nightmares that night. I mean, yeah, probably. I don't really remember all that much anymore because I was younger. But yeah, it's a shame. I really wish I could have continued rifling. In fact, I would like to see if there's any lanes nearby that I could go practice at, because it's been a minute since I've actually done it. You should get back into it. That hobby sounds cold as hell. Yeah. I want to. I really do. I just need to find a lane or shooting range nearby so that I can actually, you know, do it. Because I don't really want to get into hunting or anything, because as we mentioned in a previous stream, I'm very much an animal lover, and even just seeing dead animals tends to make me very sad. So the only place I would actually be able to practice without like any like distractions or whatever would be on an actual like shooting range, so that I can like, you know, try and see if I'm still good enough, as good as I used to be. So have you seen that one Turkish guy from the Olympics that he would hold the pistol and he would shoot like with like a relaxed posture? Have you seen that guy? He's so cool. Cause like there's this one category in the Olympics where it's like shooting, it's a shooting range, but they use pistols instead of like rifling. Yeah, you remember him? He's so cool. I want to be him when I grow up. Yeah, yeah, he's so cool. Man, I can handle pistols relatively okay, but rifles are really where my strong suit is because it's more of an accuracy thing when it comes to rifling than it does with like pistols and shotguns. Because, like, you know, I mean, to be fair, a lot of shooting sports are accuracy based, but when it comes to rifling, you're really trying to go for like sniping essentially, like from a distance and with like really good accuracy. And that's what I kind of shine at whenever it came to those activities. Whereas with like pistols, it's like you're at a shorter distance while still trying to, you know, shoot the target correctly. And shotguns tend to do more like targeting. I'm forgetting the actual phrase where it's like they shoot them in the air, and you have to shoot down like the clay pigeons or whatever. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I need to do it again. I'm gonna look and see if there's a range anywhere near me, and I'm gonna book a session. I never knew that much went into that. It sounds really complex. It can be. Yeah, it really can be. It was a lot of fun because if you think about it, whenever it comes to like shooting competitions, it's like there are different categories and different calibers of guns for a reason because like they're meant to do different things. So shotguns are really about the power. Pistols are more like general, kind of like you know, short distance accuracy, and then rifles are long distance accuracy. So there's a lot that goes into it, but it's so cool. It's so fun. I miss it. I'm trying to think of any other like crazy lore drops I could like drop on you. Cause tonight has been kind of a weird lore stream for me. Cause we've learned what I'm allergic to, we've learned what my hobbies are and like my preferences in anime, I guess. Um hum. Finna tell the ops that a new shooter has entered the town. Her name is Shortcake. Yeah! Let him know. Let him know that I'm coming. I'm on my way. You know, it would have been cool if I had been able to cultivate that skill. And I could have gone to the Olympics myself for it, for rifling. Because I know that they have rifling as a category, I believe. Um, Although I think most of the time, whenever they have more rifling in it, it comes to like the triathlon, the snow triathlon, where it's like they're on skis. Um, but either way, it'd be a lot of fun. 100%, yeah. Imagine that. Imagine instead of sitting in front of my desk right here drawing, I could have been training for the Olympics. Oh, if only my hometown had a rifling team. And it wasn't just a one-off, like, or a couple times off camp that I went to. I'm saying, in another life you've locked in, you could have made it to the Olympics, especially because you were so good early on. I know! I wish, man. Man, I need to get into more, like, I wish that happened. Have you ever seen like those like streams or videos where it's like people with like actual real life skills apply those to like shooter video games? I want to try it out, kinda, where I like see if I really am still that good. To be fair, I wasn't like necessarily the best with moving targets. I was really good with like stationary targets, long distance. But if I were given the chance to try it again with like moving targets, I'd love to try it. Oh, and yeah, kind of about that, like, you were so good early on. Do you want to know how close I was to getting a perfect score? Like, literally, it was what was it? A 3 rounds, 3 rounds, per session or per group, I think. And it was like a tournament bracket where it was like whoever was the top three would move on, so on and so forth. Um, Almost every single like group that I participated in, I got almost a perfect score every time. Like, I think the only time I didn't get a perfect score was whenever I was competing against that boy in the very last round. And I got a 29 instead of a 30. Listen, I if I had the opportunity, I could have been going to the Olympics for this, I swear. Nah, you got hoed, what the hell? That's what I'm saying. And that boy, unfortunately, got the perfect score out of 30. But if I had just, like, been a little bit closer, I would have won. I would have won. It's okay. It's okay. I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm cool. He's now the Turkish guy. I mean, there's a bit of an age gap between when I first saw him and the last time I saw him at the Olympics, but yeah, sure. Because how old is that Turkish guy? He's like in his 50s or something. I'm not 50. Man, now I'm just like, really want to try it again. I really want to go. I agree, you're not 50. You're 51? Okay, no, I'm not. I am like, I don't know why you're on this train that I'm older than I really am. Because I swear, you only think I'm old because I know a lot of things. You're using my knowledge against me. My knowledge of the world, you know, the things I've learned in my travels. Yeah, and because you talk like if a professor and a scientist combined into one. Really? I think that's the first time I've heard that. I don't know. I don't know why I talk this way. I just, you know what? It's probably because of my parents. Because my dad is a very what's the word I'm looking for? Um, I'm I'm blanking on the word, but he's also very particular with like his use of vocabulary and stuff. So I think I get it mainly from him, but also my mom, she also does a lot of public speaking in general, and also leadership stuff. So I don't know, it might just be because of them that I speak this way. Plus, there is the fact that, like I told you, I was put into acting classes whenever I was a child, and they taught me how to really, I guess, sound confident with what I'm saying, even if I'm not. It's cool though, dude. You get your point out there really well. I can't stand motherfuckers that speak without a destination. Yeah, I can kind of get that way too. Mainly because like I don't know. I don't really care for like conversations that go in circles, you know? Although I guess anyone, you could say that about anyone, because I don't think anyone really enjoys those kinds of conversations. Like I thought, I'm not really getting a whole lot of work done, but that's okay. I didn't really expect to get a whole lot of work done. Oh, I'm now thinking of crazy lore that I have. Do you want to hear the crazy lore drop? Like, that's a bit off topic. Like some more crazy lore, crazy shortcake lore. Because I think it was the other day. I was watching some. I don't know exactly what the. Yes, Miss CIA agent pretending to be a streamer. Come on now. I will say though, this isn't related to what I was going to say, but I did go to a youth police training camp at one point in my life. So, I mean, there's that. It wasn't anything like intensive, like how, bruh. It wasn't anything. You've done everything at this point. I mean, I have lived a very cool life, I will admit. It wasn't anything like a true like police training camp or whatever, but I will say that it is one of the camps that I went to that I was able to learn how to handle a gun properly. So that was pretty interesting. But that is not at all related to what I was going to say. I just got distracted a bit whenever you called me a CIA agent. What I was going to say is that a little while ago, like this week or so, while I was looking for stuff to watch in the background, I started watching some animal fact videos. And one of them included like sharks, and talking about a bunch of different facts about sharks and stuff. And I think that they mentioned that the statistic for like a shark attack is like a couple million, like a 1 in a couple million chance of like being in one or seeing one or whatever. And I have in fact witnessed a shark attack. So whenever I was little, my family took a vacation to Hawaii, and we were there for like a week. And I was like, cool, I've never been to Hawaii, this is fun. So the entire time we were there, we didn't go to the beach at all. Like we went to one to kind of like walk along it, but we didn't go there to like swim. So my brother and I, we were like, yeah, we don't really care if we go to the beach or not. We have this really cool pool at this hotel. So we were like, my parents were like, oh, come on, let's go to the beach. We're in Hawaii. Let's go to the beach. And we're like, fine, I guess we can go to the beach like one day. And I think it's like near the very end of our trip or the middle of our trip or something. But we finally go, and we're there. We get there, we're starting to set up, and I think we're only there for like 10, 15 minutes or so when I see people running to one side of the beach. And a little bit of context, before this, one of the reasons why my brother and I were so against going to the beach was because we were scared of a shark attack. And my parents were always like, no, there's no shark attack that's gonna happen. That's so rare. You guys just watch too much Animal Planet and like Shark Week. And we were like, but what if it actually happens? Well, this day that people started running towards one side of the beach, I'm like, Mom, there's something going on over there. And she's like, no, I don't think it's anything bad. I mean, maybe somebody accidentally got hit and slammed against the rocks, because the waves were a little rough and there was a rocky area that people were swimming near. So I was like, yeah, maybe. But I was really curious, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go look. So I walk over to where people are starting to gather, and they're dragging this man out of the water, and he's missing like a chunk of his leg. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, okay. And they start evacuating the water. And I go back to my mom and dad, and I'm like, it was a shark attack. And they were like, what? And I'm like, yeah, that guy, he's missing a chunk of his leg. And yeah, they start evacuating the whole beach. And we can see the shark swimming along like the rim of like water coming in. And and it's a really big like bull shark or whatever, that tiger shark. It was a tiger shark. And apparently what they do whenever there's sharks on like near a populated beach is that they bring in helicopters to kind of fly low because the noise will scare off the sharks. But it wasn't working. So the shark was still there, he was still swimming along, and then a second shark came up. A second one came to the beach, and it started like swimming around as well, and the helicopters weren't doing anything. So they closed down the beach for the day, and they took the guy who got bit to the hospital. And so my family goes back to our hotel. Beach day canceled, and my brother and I immediately turned to our parents and were like, we told you there'd be a shark attack. And then my parents were just like, well, dang, I guess you were right. He's missing a chunk of his leg, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, so that's the story of the one and only time my family went to the beach when we were in Hawaii that one time. Like, isn't that crazy? The one time we go, the one day we go, and that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if you never set foot on a beach again. I actually haven't really gone to the beach since, and not because like I'm traumatized by the sight of like the wound that I saw. I've never really been a beach person. I don't like the sand. So think of it like, you know that one quote from like Star Wars prequels where it's like, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. That's me unironically. So yeah, I don't really miss like going to beaches or whatever. That one instance just kind of solidified the fact that I don't need to be at a beach to have a good time. Star Wars mentioned in the Big 25. Listen, I think of that quote a lot. Plus, I mean, it's not like Star Wars is completely irrelevant today, I don't think. I'm just saying that, I think of it. I think of that quote a lot, because it directly applies to my life. Nah, it's relevant, just ask. Yeah, it is. I won't contend that. I'm just saying. It's a shame though, because like I do have a soft spot for the original trilogy, and the prequels, because whenever I was little, you love Surf's Up? Surf's Up is a really good movie. I like that one a lot. I also think it's really unique in terms of like what they were doing with it, considering it's an animated movie that's formatted in the style of a sports interview and sports competition. Oh, that's so cool. It's a shame that they never made any sequels. Over the Hedge 2? Yeah, I liked that one a lot. Uh, Over the Hedge was a lot of fun. I remember watching that one quite a bit as well. Man, it'd be fun to have a movie night. That's still so insane considering the chances, dude. Like, a shark showed up on that day, on that beach, at that time. I know, right? Isn't that just crazy? You know, that's actually not the only instance of, like, my family having, like, insane odds like that. Especially on, like, vacations. Because, you know, that instance was me and my brother being like, we don't want to go to the beach because we don't want to see a shark or anything. And there was other instance whenever my family traveled up to New York to visit my dad's side of the family, because he's from New York, upstate New York. And we were going to go visit this park that was near his hometown, like a national park. And my grandma was with us, and she was like, oh, I really, really want to see a black bear because they're up in this region. And my dad was like, well, I've been to this park like many, many, many times in my life, and I've never seen a black bear here. And then as we're driving through like the road to go to the parking lot, there's like a black bear and a couple cubs on the road. So, I mean, we tend to hit those odds. If there is a chance that we will encounter a wild animal that has a low probability of actually showing up, we will hit those odds. Yeah! Maybe you guys are cursed. Maybe. I mean, maybe we're a blight on others because the animals never like directly interfere with our plans or like injure us, but they do others. I'm just kidding. I don't think those black bears did anything to anyone, but you never know. But it's still pretty funny. I'm like 90% sure we had another story like that as well, where we were like, oh, we don't think we're gonna see blank animal here, and then we actually do. I just can't remember, because I remember we were going over it with like someone at one point in my life, and there were 3 instances where something like that happened. I just can't remember the 3rd one. I'm about to get a phone call right now confirming my identity was stolen. I mean, you never know. I think that's good enough for this frame. I'm gonna have to go back in and look at my screenshot notes that I took to make sure that this is kind of what my professor was mentioning. Bah. Ooh, I'm gonna stretch really quick. Would you ever want to pick up an instrument? Actually, I know the basics in playing the violin. It's been a while since I've been able to play it because I took lessons during high school and up until COVID hit. And after that, I wasn't ever able to keep attending my lessons. So it's been about 4 or 5 years since I've touched my violin. But once I'm done with school, like college, and I have free time, I do plan on picking it back up. Because I actually love my violin. I just need to play it more. So add that to the list of more shortcake lore. Because when I was younger, I took piano lessons. And then I dropped out of piano lessons because I wasn't a big fan of the piano. Nowadays I'm different, but at the time I was like meh on it. And then I played the guitar for a bit, but I only did that for like a class at school for like 1 year. And then after that I didn't pick the guitar up again. And then I moved on to the violin after that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool when you pick it up. Yeah, I can't wait to pick it back up. I miss playing my violin. I've lost all of my calluses. Dude, you gotta post covers in the future. That'd be so raw. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. I just need to, again, I think I'm gonna have to kind of relearn the basics because I'm losing my ability to read sheet music, which you need. So I need to pick that back up, and then I will have to train my fingers again in order to do a vibrato, because vibratos can be a little tough to do. And I have to build up my calluses again. But whenever I do get my violin skills back, I wouldn't be opposed to doing covers. I think that'd be fun. And I mean, I wasn't ever like classically trained. It was just like a private one-on-one tutor that I went to. So yeah, I would be totally down with doing stuff like that again. I used to be able to play, one of my favorite things to play at the time when I was taking lessons was Irish jigs, because they're so fun. They're so fun and bouncy. I also really enjoyed playing some classical music as well. That was fun. 1 to 2 years tops, and you and Beethoven are on the same level. Let's hope. One can dream. What about you? Do you play an instrument? I'm gonna leave it like that for now. And then let me copy and paste this later. My words are the instrument I use to get through the last little one. That's funny. So, no. So right here is the... Yeah, nah. That's okay. Instruments aren't really for everyone, so I mean, I understand. I just think that it's fun sometimes. Because, I think I had mentioned this where I said that I grew up in a very, art appreciative family. So I was always encouraged to, like, at least dabble in certain stuff. So, dance, instruments, choir, theater, a bunch of different like drawing type arts. So I was encouraged to try out a lot of that stuff growing up. So I'm very familiar with like several different avenues when it comes to artsy stuff. I'd like to maybe try in the future, but if I don't fuck with it, I won't continue. Fair. That's a good mindset to have. If you're not really vibing with it, then you don't have to continue. I have one insane lore drop. Yeah, drop it on me. I want to hear it. I'll tell you, but you have to promise to believe me. And don't laugh. I won't. Okay, I promise I'll believe you, and I won't laugh. I'll try my best not to laugh. I hear a smile on your face. You can literally see me tracked with a smile on my face. Because that's not the default. I can frown. Hang on. I just naturally smile. You laughing so hard. I'm laughing at myself because I caught my, like, I can see the stream preview and I saw the face I made whenever I frowned and it made me laugh. Okay, straight face, hang on. I'm trying really hard, I promise. I promise you, I'm trying! I'm trying my best to keep a straight face, okay? No, I am! I'm trying! You haven't even told me anything. And I'm not even laughing at you or anything, I'm laughing at my inability to keep a straight face. Because I do it. And then I look in the corner of my eye to where I can see my model, and I see her just going. Alright, you'll tell me? Cool. Just know that me having a little, like, you're Goku. Somehow I doubt that. Is that what you've been building up to this whole time? You've been, like... I guess I did say I'd believe you, so okay. Alright, Goku. What is that one thing he says? No, that's a Naruto thing. I've never watched, I'm not Goku, not Greenwood. I'm now Goku, not Greenwood. Would you prefer if I called you Goku instead of Greenwood? Because either way, no matter the answer you give me, I'm gonna call you Greenwood. Call me... Okay, hang on. Goku 7229187 Super Saiyan. I think for the sake of ease, we'll just stick with Greenwood. Oh, so this isn't necessarily like shortcake lore, but it is shortcake dad lore. Have you ever heard of dad lore where it's like your dad will just drop the craziest nugget of information out of nowhere and it's like, whoa, where did that come from? According to my dad, yeah, they do be doing that. Yeah, so my dad, he once dropped out of nowhere that he was quote unquote asked politely to leave Canada and never come back. And the thing is that for what? I don't know. He didn't elaborate on that. All he told me is that whenever he was younger, he was a bit more of a troublemaker, and that at the time when he had gone over to Canada for whatever reason, the border control was like, all right, we're gonna ask you to leave our country and don't come back. What did he do? I don't know. I don't know what he did. He's never answered me. But that would be, I think it's funnier just knowing that he was kicked out of there at some point in his life. I feel like if I asked him now, he'd probably just laugh. Like, he wouldn't tell me still, I'm sure. But he saved the world, that's what happened. Canada just doesn't want us to know. Yeah, probably. He probably did something and they're covering it up. It's a conspiracy. I kind of wish I did know what he did. But again, I do think it's funnier that I don't know. Oh, by the way, how's your swimming lessons going, man? They coming along? Are you learning to swim? Okay, I'll actually drop some crazy lore now that we're talking about dads. Avoiding the question, are we? I haven't even booked a class yet. You need to get on that, man. Especially if you're supposed to be a rescue swimmer? Is what you said? Bro slacking. But yes, continue. What is your crazy dad lore? Bruh, I'll learn. I'll believe it when I see it. But yes, what is your dad lore? This one's a fun one to play on Project Sakai. I need to play that again. I live next to a very busy road, and I hear car engines and like emergency vehicles all the time. And more often than not, I see accidents on this road as well. It's crazy. Like it's like these people don't know how to drive. I just look out the window and I see something going on. I see some shenaniganery. I'm gonna need you to believe me though, because this sounds unbelievable, especially because this trope is used a lot in jokes. So, back when I was a teen, my dad randomly says that back home, Nigeria, in our city, he's actually supposed to be king, but handed it off to our uncle, technically making me a prince. Crazy. So, that's crazy. So, like I'm not very familiar with like African culture, but is that a thing in like every village where they have like a monarchy system? I know it sounds like I'm lying, but I'm not. I mean, I would believe you. I just want to know, is that like a thing where like in different towns they have a monarchy system? That's their rule of governing? Because that's interesting. I didn't know that. Because I mean, I believe that I've read somewhere that that is a thing in certain cultures, but I'm not very familiar, like I said, with African cultures. So if you would be able to tell me, that'd be cool. Oh, my playlist is coming to an end. Just a sec. Hmm. I don't know what else to play tonight, cause I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be live. Let's do. Oh, your message got flagged, and it's because you said the country Niger, and it's like, oh, I'll allow it because I know what you're trying to say. Okay. I said Nigeria, but it's actually Niger due to most people not knowing how to say it. And it's not politically a monarchy, but they still play the roles of kings and queens in certain cities because of tradition. They don't actually have any political power though. Interesting. That's really cool. Interesting. I mean, based off of that explanation alone, I'm more inclined to believe you. But it is funny that you have to quite literally clarify, going like, I promise, I swear, I'm not lying, this is a real thing. It's the bastardization of your culture, man. Not gonna lie. That's the only reason why people wouldn't believe you. I mean... Nah, bro, Nigerian princes are a meme, and I don't blame motherfuckers for not believing that shit. Yeah. I mean, it is... in this day and age, it would be a little more unbelievable, but considering that you actually do have a cultural, like, explanation for it, and are willing to, like, you know, take the time to actually discuss it, I would believe you, you know? But I still think it's pretty cool.
Cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now. Tell me how. I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son. A foe won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before. Say no more. I know that I'm ready. I don't think you're ready. It's just an infant. It's just a boy.
All that lore just to be in Indiana.
That I cannot avoid.
I mean,
This is the son
it's cool
of none
backstory, it's cool
other
lore.
than his very own Prince Hector. Know that he
And who
will
knows? And I mean, you said that you were
fall
going to be
to
leaving
Hector.
Indiana, like, in February. So, it's not for nothing.
If you don't
You just have to hold out for, like, a couple more months, right?
you can say goodbye to. You can say goodbye to.
I could raise him as my own, or send him far away to make sure his past is never gone. I'm not afraid, down on my knees for you. I'll make it please.
Man, I was going to say something, but I keep forgetting what it is.
Don't make me
Because,
make me do this.
I'm sure that I've said that I have bad short-term memory. Listening to a playlist that's going to make you cry in the Big 25. Listen, I'm probably not going to listen to it all the way to the end because I think I'm going to end around 2 hours, which is in about, well, actually that's in 5 minutes. Because I feel like I've gotten my quota in for like streaming for the week. Plus I am still tired. So I'm probably not going to listen to the whole thing. If I listened to the whole thing, though, it would make me cry. Nah, you've been really consistent. You deserve a break. Ah, thank you. Actually, this is the most consistent I've been recently. 'Cause I think it had been like a week or two since I last, like, this is the most I've streamed recently. Because of school, I've been streaming maybe one day a week for the past several weeks. So the fact that I've done what, 4 streams now this past like week and weekend, insane. Like usually I don't do that, because if I even feel like the slightest bit of like, meh, I don't want to stream tonight, I won't. So this has been crazy for me.
But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become?
I think it's mainly because of the fact that I'm getting so close to affiliate that I'm like, well, I can just push for a little bit longer before I take a extended, maybe like go back to like 1 or 2 streams a week kind of deal. This run is different, bro. I can already taste affiliate. Me too. I've been keeping an eye on it this stream, and I think I will be able to maintain like 3. I think I've maintained 3 average viewers for this stream, which means after this, I only need to stream 2 more times, and I will hit affiliate. So I'm so excited. I'll be happy with just affiliate. I've mentioned this a couple times where I say that I don't want this to be a career. I like doing this as a hobby for fun. So getting to partner isn't like a big deal to me. But hitting affiliate is a really cool thing, I think. Because I didn't think I was going to. I thought I was gonna stay at the little pleb forever.
600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind.
Make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men. 600 miles.
It'd be cool if one day I hit partner though.
But the problem's not
But that's a way off in the future thing, so it's okay. The farming game got you around 5 viewers for a lot of the streams, so that may be the strat for now. I wouldn't mind doing that more. I really do enjoy Fields of Mystria, which is huge. Yeah! I do enjoy playing Fields of Mystria, so I wouldn't be opposed to doing more. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that some more. There's a few more games that I would like to play, but considering that my PC is still not the greatest, I'm not entirely sure what all I can play, you know? Cause the other day, I wanted to play Crime Scene Cleaner, and it wasn't gonna run very well with OBS running at the same time. So, yeah, I think games like Fields of Mystery are gonna be it for now. New PC for Christmas, hopefully. I've been told it's in the works, and hopefully it'll be, like, around then. But I don't know. Not for sure, at least.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so,
So
let's
raid the place and...
Pull the T's, gear up. You and I'll go ahead. We should try to find a way.
I think I'm gonna finish this saga and then I'll end, because that's just 2 more songs, and then I'm gonna end for the night.
And if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now
Because I am still tired, and also, I got not a whole lot of work done, but it's something.
we're off and away we go. You can relax, my friend. Huh?
Oh, but in regards to a stream over the weekend, I think I am gonna stream like 2 more times this weekend, maybe tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday, either one of those days. And I might do a repo stream with Aqua, because it's been a month since we've played a game together. And I really want to play a game with her. It's been so long since I've played a game with friends. So that might be what I would do, one of the streams I do over the weekend. And another stream might be either another like work stream, or it might be a Fields of Mystery stream. It's really up to what I'm feeling for that day, you know? Hooray! Yeah! Because Tuesday, we were talking about doing a repo stream tonight, but she ended up being very busy. So, didn't end up being tonight. But this weekend, hopefully.
Friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you.
I'm super excited for that. I love to watch repo with your friends. Yeah! I'm so excited. I had so much fun playing last time with her.
See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms.
Hi, Gigi. Are you finally coming over here to say hi?
No matter the place, so we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. My friend, I wish
Greenwood says hi, Gigi.
I agree. But look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds.
Oh, you're probably hungry, huh?
It's just what kind of fruit they eat.
It's a lotus. It controls your mind and never lets you free.
That's what we'd get with open arms.
Lotus eaters.
I'd like to show my friend that
It's Goku, actually. My apologies. Goku wanted me to say hi to you, Gigi.
when we sail to find this food-filled cave. Thank you.
Welcome.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open
Oh, so funny story.
You can relax.
remember how I was telling you that my favorite servant from Fate Grand Order is Galahad, and how there's like very, very little content of him actually? The only way I'm like actually getting a little like stir crazy about the fact that there's so little content that I'm considering commissioning somebody to write some like something fanfiction. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting desperate. And I contacted someone being like, "Hey, how much do you know about this guy?" Because they said they were familiar with Fate. And they were like, "Oh yeah, I would be willing to write it. You just need to like give me some information about him, including like his personality and like his manner of speaking." No, that's next level dedication. You don't even know. Listen, I'm about to go into it. So, I am a fan. So, here's the thing. I was like, sure. His wiki gives a good, like, overview of his character. So you could use that. In terms about his manner of speaking, it's gonna take me a minute to find stuff for you. And they're like, okay, no worries. So, I spent a good majority of, like, an hour or two on Wednesday, literally going through both volumes for Fate Requiem, because even though it's not the regular Galahad that makes an appearance in Fate Requiem, it's a version of him. So I went through every single line of dialogue he has in there, highlighting it and taking screenshots of it so that I could give it to them. But I also have to go and find the chapter that he appeared in Fate Grand Order, because he did appear in a couple chapters, very briefly, but he did. So I have to go and find translations for those chapters because they're not translated to English yet. And so I'm gonna do that whenever I can. And then I also have to go to the OVA that was released like as a one-off, where he makes an appearance, and I have to take screenshots of that. So I have a bit of like assigned homework trying to get all this information about him so that I could get more content of him, because it's not like the game devs or like the franchise owners are going to give him any content anytime soon. Listen, at this point you should just buy his character. I don't have the money to buy a character from like a billion-dollar company. So, I mean, I wish I could, but man, I like this character so much and they don't do anything with him. Like, it's been 10 years. It's been 10 years and they have done nothing. They're only just now starting to do stuff with his character, and I don't even know when they're going to officially implement him in the game. I can hope it's going to be at the end of this year, but there's no guarantee. So if the chefs won't cook food for me, I have to pick up the utensils myself, and I have to cook myself. 'Cause they're not gonna do it.
Over here.
If it makes you feel better, the food finna be hella cold, goat. I hope. Because like, this person, I was reading some of their portfolio pieces, and they look like a good writer. Like, don't get me wrong, I've tried writing in the past, and like, I can write for myself, but the thing is that I know what's gonna happen in my writing, you know? And I like being surprised sometimes. So that's why I'm like looking into commissioning somebody else to write it, so that I don't have to like know what's gonna happen entirely, you know? I'd like to be at least a little surprised with what happens. 'Cause it's no fun if you know everything that's gonna happen all the time. Unless, I mean, it's your own project, I guess. But even still.
We're just travelers. We come in peace.
But either way, I already have created an entire board just with like his dialogue from those two novels. And I still have to like write notes on them, basically what I take away from them, so that the writer can like get helpful information from it, not just having to just read it themselves. And then I also need to see if I can even screenshot the OVA because it's on Crunchyroll, and I don't know if they have an anti-piracy thing installed. If they do, that's gonna hinder my progress, but otherwise, yeah. You gotta find them Wattpad writers, bro. They be writing some straight Shakespearean masterpieces sometimes. Yeah. Well, I'm looking, and I will pay. I will pay anyone to write for me. But anyway, we are like past the end of that one saga that I said that I would end at. So I guess I'm gonna end stream here, on me being a desperate fan and a bit of a simp. So I appreciated you hanging out with me, Greenwood. And I don't know specifically what day I'm going to be streaming with Aqua or anything. Just know I'm probably gonna do another like 2 streams this weekend, so I can try and hit that affiliate requirement. But yeah, I'll see you later. Had fun hearing your CIA stories. Thank you. I had fun telling them. Now remember, those are classified, so you can't go spreading them around, okay? Um, so, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you sometime this weekend, and I hope you have a good night. Let me go ahead and switch the music so that it's, not playing this as I go. No pressure. Get some sleep. Good night. All right, good night.